If you have ever wondered who you are and why you are here, and what it means to be human, and what is it about this bigger calling, this longing for something bigger underneath all this chaos, all this struggle, and this beauty of this life, being human, then you are at the right place. I'm your host, Rayania Cheyenne. Welcome to New Earth Humaning. In this episode, we are going to talk a little bit about why I decided to create this podcast and what it entails and why this topic lights me up. And a little bit more about myself personally. So, what makes me this starseed, this alien, this weirdo, this Asian woman. Um, So, no matter how long you have been on this awareness of there's more to this life beyond the human eye, beyond reality, or you have been awakened to the fact that we have all been conditioned or went through certain, shall we say, wounded situation, small trauma or big T traumas that made us who we are today. There is a version of ourselves that actually is beyond all the conditioning, the cultural beliefs, the limiting belief, and all the emotional patterns and defense mechanism that we acquired throughout our childhood, our adolescence, and our adulthood. A lot of qualities actually made us who we are, and made us successful or competent or caring or incredible as who we are today. However, if you have ever felt that longing that something is more in this life, or if you identify as yourself as star seed through your journey of awakening to what is beyond the 3D reality, you probably identify yourself as source seed, as angel, as alien. And truth is, many of us, and if you are watching this episode, you are here to co-create a new paradigm, a new version of the earth, and many would call it new earth or new golden age in the time to come for the many generations to come. And that is why we are going through such a turmoil and chaotic upheaval and changes. And the intention of this podcast, Humaning, is really an exploration for us to find out, through different conversations with embodied channelers, spiritual teachers, healers, artists, or creatives, or unicorns, to discover what it means to be multidimensional and at the same time to be human in this special transitional period. So what does it mean to tap into our full potential, our galactic cosmic skills and gifts and memories? And how do we embody that in this human realm? And how do we use all these energies, integrate all this energy incoming through cosmos, planetary alignment, to support us to truly discover and embody and live as the true self, true authentic self that is beyond our old identity of how we have been taught and conditioned to believe in who we are. And so I'm exploring that as we discover, as we engage in different conversations and interviews and maybe master classes. I do not have the answers. And even though I channel the higher consciousness or the galactic star families or even the ascended masters and archangels, they often will reveal to us what we are ready to receive and what we are ready to perceive. So they do not always give us the full range of the answers, right? The fun part of being human at this time is to uncover and unlearn what we thought we could, the limitation, to release and dissolve the limitations, and then embark on the wondrous journey of being amazed and surprised at how amazing how much power or how powerful we actually are as a source consciousness creator in our reality. And I believe that many more of a majority of us, if not all of us, are actually here to co-create the foundation of the new earth. And that is why the podcast is called New Earth Humaning. It's truly a focus. The focus is on how could we be human? How could we be multidimensional human? How could we be galactic human? How could we be cosmic human? And really integrate all this new consciousness, new abilities, new skills or gifts, and create, bring through the new energy and the consciousness to forge into the uncharted territory, right? Such as finance system, education system, healthcare, mental health, and there are like many, many realms, many areas that we are here to co-create. And so that is why I'm so excited. I cannot wait to talk to as many amazing visionaries and teachers, scientists, healers, and multidimensional galactic beings in human forms to discover, to explore what we can do, what it means to be human, and can we find out the new version of the manual 2.0, 3.0, even the latest version of how to be a human at this time. So that is why it's called New Earth Humaning. And I invite you to join me because I feel like it could be very exciting. We are going to really step into the new territories that have never been done before, have never been lived before. We are really at the very unprecedented time, with the disclosure of more of the cosmic and cosmic connections in our galaxies and different galaxies and the cross multiverse. So that is why I would invite you to tune in. We are going to launch 2 episodes for now, 2 episodes per week. There will be channel messages, there will be Q&A, there will be interviews, there will be guest speakers sharing their knowledge and wisdom. And it's going to be so fun. And a little bit about me. So who am I and why am I being called to create this podcast? Well, first of all, I would say I'm a very weird person. I feel like I am an alien. So it's not a surprise to you if you identify yourself as starseed. Yes, I have many lifetime as different reincarnated in different planet systems and different galaxies. So I do love to be human, although it's not easy. And I do feel a lot of, I have a mind. I am very mental, as I would believe many of us are. I know well, it's because, that's how we are conditioned, right? Like we have to live in our head, in our mind, to be very logical, to be intellectual, so that we can navigate. So we believe we can navigate this life better or easier, or, we can be like everyone else's. So we could be like everyone else. And so I am very curious. Really, very often when I listen to conversation, I feel that I could listen between words and beyond. I'll be shown images, I'll have the feeling, and I would just really have this curiosity to dive deeper into what makes this person, right? Or the information about universe, like what is beyond what we can see. And so you probably will, if you have not already seen some of my interview with different guests, you probably will start to see that I have the curiosity to dive deeper into the conversation and for us to really get to know the fundamentals that is necessary for our growth and evolution and expansion. And I love practical information as well. So I love information. I love esoteric information, but I also love information that we could implement as a human and to create sustainable changes, or the vision or the dreams that we each carry in our heart. So that is the intention. And what else? Let me look at my notes. I love to learn. Yes, so that's also why I watch a lot of interviews and I love podcasts because I love to learn. I love to learn about different people's point of view. I love to hear people's experience and their wisdom. And I love to hear how people go through, overcome their challenges to discover their own genius. I find that very exhilarating to just hear how people discover um, their gifts and then they shine their light and they just live fully in alignment to their dreams and their visions and they are sharing their gifts with the world. I find that very magnetic and very attractive. And I believe that's what we are all here to do. You know, shall we choose to follow that heart, the path of our heart, the calling of our soul? That's all we are here to do as well. And so, and besides that, I feel what made me me is that yeah, I feel that I because of the cultural background and the ancestral conditionings and I didn't trust myself. I didn't have much of a well, I would say I have the very low self-worth and being a woman, being a girl born into Taiwan, so that's a patriarchal system that negates the value of a girl or a woman. And so it really is a very upstream life for me to seek all the external validation and answers in order to find out who I am. And I feel through this lifelong struggle and disbelief in my own self, my own intuition, and disbelieve in my and can disbelieve in my own radiance or genius. I actually get to cultivate. I know the pain of it, and I get to, I would say, work extra harder in order to figure out, what it takes to be accepted, what it takes to be validated, what it takes to be useful, what it takes to be productive, what it takes to be valuable, for other people. And so in this process, I feel that I have acquired a lot of capability, skills, and ability, such as tuning in to people's emotions and the unhidden energies, the unspoken words. And I'm very good, I cultivated the skills of to be able to take care of people and to tune in to the environment very quickly. And so, and to blending very easily as well. And so with that note, with that note, I would say also have I discover myself to have an interesting feature is that I do love people. I do love to hang out with people, especially to be around community, like-minded people. So I feel very energized to be around people and sort of like tuning to different persons each in one another's company to make sure everyone feel seen, feel heard, looked after. So I guess that's a very caring, mothering, nurturing quality of me. Also as a result, I don't know if it's as a result of people pleasing pattern that is so something I believe many of us are working through as well, really keep the essence of our our genius, such as, the ability to make people feel seen, feel heard, feel cared for, without while withholding, while having a very healthy boundary, but not people pleasing at the cost of our own well-being. So that is something I believe we will continue to explore as well. And so yeah, I guess that's what also makes me interested, or what inspires me to create the podcast, because I love people. I love to talk to people. I love to find out about people's journey. I love to gather people around, like in the community, online gathering, or physical space as well. So that's one of the visions, to hold physical retreat someday, hopefully in 2025. We can gather people around and really do, work together to support one another in the healing journey, on the path of awakening to to our own true identity, and our truth, and our gifts, and our skills, the soul's gifts, and the galactic skills that we chose to bring with us into this lifetime. And yeah. So, and I noticed that we are already just to wrap up this episode, I am going to share a few quirky things about myself. Yeah. Even as a woman, I am very nerdy. Well, I used to work in technology, electronic business and computer technology for almost 2 decades. So I spent a lot of time with engineers. And I don't know whether it's chicken or egg, that I actually ended up being very into new technology. I actually love new technology, right? Like this new electronic products, like headphone, like goggles, whatever, like microphones and drones. I don't really spend much time buying all of them, but I do feel excited when I hear about the new technology being launched. And I'm very nerdy. I would sometimes spend hours just watching the tech product reviews on YouTube. I would like cross-reference and then see the comparison of different products and different gadgets, or read reviews. And yeah, I think that part of me is not very girly like. Well, but that was also a stereotype, right? A stereotype, because who says who that women cannot, be obsessed about technological gadgets or reviews or tutorials, or the product features. And what else? And yeah, I think I will just stay, yeah, this is it for now. You will probably find out more. Like I love to, when I talk, I move my hands a lot. I couldn't control them. It's almost like it's part of my expression. And I easily laugh. I laugh very loud. I have a very weird laughter. I remember I was told that I I was told that my laughter is very strange, very weird, very funny. And yeah, I couldn't control that. So, and I guess I was told not to laugh too loud, not to talk too loud, not to behave too loud, not to move too loud, since a child. So this is me right now. Just allow myself to be who I am. And so I don't know, I guess, moving forward, I will just talk as how I feel most comfortable, and laugh when I feel it's funny, and just allow myself to be myself, and know that it's okay. And although people will think I'm weird, and I do feel comfortable now to say out loud that yes, I'm weird. I'm a starseed. I am an alien, and I am an alien in human form, and I am here to remember who I truly am. And that's why I'm inspired to start this podcast. And I invite you to join me on this exploration. And I wish you also a pleasant journey of discovering, who you truly are and what you are here to create, to be, to bring into this new reality, this new earth that we are all here to co-create, to pave the wave and the foundations for many generations to come. And I truly feel this is our mission, our collective mission. So for many of us, have fun. I hope you have fun discovering who you are, exploring your gifts, and hope you will come with me as I explore together with many of the incredible human beings. And until next time, enjoy being human. And if you like this, if you are still watching or listening, please support this podcast and this channel by like and subscribe. And I believe leaving a comment and a word, a heart, or a word of encouragement will help us spread the word and grow. And I know it looks very simple right now, and I have the vision that it's gonna look very different. I would love to, yeah, that it will become a bigger production, more sophisticated at some point. So thank you for staying with me. Thank you for receiving, and I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day. And until next time, again, enjoy being human.